It was even featured in various movies. For international film producers, Tiger Balm Garden had become iconic of Singapore. In 1985, when the Singapore government acquired the land on which the garden stood, the All family decided to bequeath the sculptures to the nation, on condition that the name Hall Pa and the family memorials located within the garden be retained. Beverage giant Fraser and Neave and Times Publishing set up international theme parks to develop Hall Pa Villa Dragon World. It took its inspiration from Disneyland. All non-Chinese sculptures were removed, theaters were set up, and a boat ride was constructed through the newly located 10 Courts of Hell. Unfortunately, Hall Pa Villa is a unique cultural park. Its beautiful yet surreal landscape has fascinated Singaporeans and travelers since its opening in 1937. It was originally the home of local tycoon and philanthropist Aw Boon Hong and his brother Boon Pa, the two brothers who gave the world Tiger Balm. While the villa witnessed the fabulous rise of the Aw family, it no longer stands. However, the sculpture garden, originally named Tiger Balm Garden, has survived not only the ravages of World War II, but devastating family tragedies, and even a pandemic. More than 80 years on, it remains a much-loved heritage attraction. Of Hakka descent, their father, Chu King, migrated from China to Yangon, Myanmar, establishing a humble Chinese medical shop called MGR Home. In 1908, the two brothers took over his small practice. Boon Ha perfected the formula for Tiger Balm, while Boon Ha's charming and persuasive personality, which, combined with a flair for marketing, soon saw the bottle flying off the shelves. In 1926, Boon Ha moved his headquarters to Singapore. By 1940, their factory was producing 360,000 jars of Tiger Balm every day. The brothers soon became two of the richest and most powerful men in Southeast Asia. Wanting his younger brother to live in a grand house befitting of his status, in 1937, Boon Ha built Paul Par Villa, a grand mansion in the Art Deco style. Craftsmen and artisans from China were brought in to create the enchanting Tiger Balm garden. Together, they had cost a total of $1 million, a princely sum in the 1930s. The villa and garden did not just reflect the Aw family's status, but also their values. They opened Tiger Balm Garden to the public for free, as there were very few recreational opportunities for the Asian poor. He also wanted to remind Chinese visitors of their roots through sculptures that expressed Taoist, Confucian, and Buddhist values, such as filial piety and kindness to others. Boon Ha, being the marketing genius that he was, also transformed the garden into a huge advertisement for Tiger Balm. He even converted 4 of his cars into tiger cars, complete with a striped body, custom-made tiger's head, flashing eyes, and a horn that roared, creating an unforgettable association with Tiger Balm products. The business empire kept growing and later diversified into banking and publishing. Tiger Balm Garden was a unique reflection of the family's charitable spirit. Beyond that, the company's constitution ensured that 50% of its profits would go to the building of schools, hospitals, orphanages, and homes for the elderly in rural China and around Southeast Asia. Boon Ha's personal motto was, "That which is derived from society must be given away to society." When World War II broke out in December 1941, Boon Ha escaped to Rangoon, while Boon Ha was caught in Hong Kong. The brothers never met again, as Boon Ha died of an illness in 1944. During the occupation of Singapore, the villa was used by the Imperial Japanese Army to keep an eye on the shipping traffic off Pasir Panjang. Towards the end of the war, the villa was looted and damaged by locals. Heartbroken at the loss of his beloved younger brother, Boon Ha had the villa demolished. For the next 9 years, Boon Ha turned up at the garden almost every morning to instruct his artisans to create new sculptures. A common theme ran through most of them, a concern with teaching visitors the importance of living a moral life and the consequences of a life spent in selfish pleasures. It was then that Boon Ha created the famous 10 Courts of Hell, depicting graphic representations of sins and punishments. When Boon Ha passed away in 1954, he had already lost his eldest son and heir, Aw Ho, to a tragic airplane crash in 1951. Boon Ha's son, Aw Chang Chai, took over the reins of the family business. Chang Chai suddenly died of a stroke while on holiday in Chile. By that time, the Tiger Balm Group, with its Tiger Balm products and other businesses, had been bought over by the UOB Group. Nevertheless, the family continued to maintain Tiger Balm Garden till the late 1980s, and it remained one of Singapore's top 3 tourist attractions. Did not connect with Singaporeans. In 2001, international theme parks returned the park to the state. The Singapore Tourism Board then reopened the park in 2002, renaming it Paul Par Villa. Over the years, many attempts were made to revive Paul Par Villa. However, none succeeded. In 2015, Journeys Private Limited won the tender to manage Paul Par Villa and took on the challenge of rebranding and revitalizing an icon. Working closely with the Singapore Tourism Board, extensive infrastructure works and enhancements were made at Volpar Villa. Subsequently, Journeys developed programs to draw in visitors, such as tours, escape room games, and even events like music concerts that support local artists. Others include a volunteers program involving seniors in meaningful activities and value-based initiatives such as honesty boxes for fish food. Years of research have led to the development of new museums and heritage initiatives, such as Hell's Museum and a heritage restaurant, the sixth milestone. Further initiatives planned will include liberty rides to assist visitors to navigate the hilly terrain of the park. Importantly, Journeys has taken on the mammoth task of rebranding the park for a new generation. As the park once again comes alive, Journeys plans to preserve this historical cultural treasure by recommending its inscription as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This would be the culmination of the journey the All Brothers undertook more than 80 years ago. A park for the people, one that would make a difference in their lives.